Hi, welcome to my movie tag and welcome back to my car. Apparently this is just the easiest place to film at the moment other than my room. I live in a flat with 6 girls including myself, and it's just nice to get out in the car to film. So movie tag. I want to do this tag because watching movies is one of my favourite things to do. Yeah, I'm honestly happier staying in, watching movies and eating popcorn and pizza and all these other things than going out to bars and clubs most of the time. There's nothing better than just like relaxing, especially in bed or under blankets on the couch with a movie and nice food. And yeah, so I end up watching a lot of movies. Okay, so I will get started instead of rabbiting on. Okay, the first question is, if you need a good cry, which movie would you grab? I don't even remember the last time I would have cried in a movie, but I've chosen Life is Beautiful, and I don't want to say too much because then it ruins the movie if you haven't seen it. But it's set in World War II, and it's not really about that though. Well, it is, but it's more about I guess how strong love can be between people and the lengths people will go to, you know, for the ones they love, and how special that is. And I think to just appreciate every single moment with the people that you care about. And it's not just sad, it's also funny, and there's, you know, beautifully happy moments, and it's just a really amazing movie. My favourite movie of all time, I think. Yeah. So the second question is actually, out of all the movies you own, which is your favourite? So it is that one, but because I've already mentioned it, I'm going to go with Milo and Otis. So if you don't know this movie is about a cat and a dog who go on an adventure. Well, actually, one goes on an adventure, and they pretty much spend, from the time they're a puppy and a kitten to when they're adults, looking for each other. One gets lost, and oh man, I'm not explaining this very well, but I'm choosing it because it's been my favourite movie ever since I was a little girl, and I actually think it's kind of sad, but maybe it's not. It's a lovely movie, and I think it's one of those movies that you'll always like as well, even if you are an adult. And the setting's really beautiful. I'm not sure where it was filmed. I know that it's made, I think it's a Japanese-made film, but I'm not sure if it was filmed there. It kind of looks almost Canadian, but I could be wrong. But yeah, every kind of shot is just set in this most beautiful scenery and wilderness, and yeah, it's a great movie. Someone just rode past on their bike. Okay, let's see. You know, I write down the questions from these tags in my notebook, and I never actually write down the question completely. I just write a little bit to remind myself of what the question's kind of about. So when I go to read it out, it just doesn't sound quite right. Anyway, blah blah blah. Number 3. If I could be best friends with one particular character from a movie, who would it be? Sorry to be boring and mention the same movie twice, but probably Otis from the movie. He spends his whole little doggy life looking for his friend, and he never gives up. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Otis, and I love pugs. Number 4. If I could recommend only 3 movies to someone, what would they be? So, I mean, it completely depends on what kind of movie the other person likes, but I'm assuming that we're choosing for someone who has the same taste as us. So I've gone with... Hold on, I do have these movies. I have gone with Memoirs of a Geisha. And so I chose this movie because I guess I personally love movies that... Oh good, the ice cream machine's here. And it's coming up the street. Let me guess, it's gonna park right across the road from me. Oh, the pitfalls of filming in the car. That's okay. It'd make a great video to go and get an ice cream, wouldn't it? I don't know. That's great. Okay. Should I just keep filming? Do you want to see this ice cream machine? Okay. Alright, there you go. Alright. I must have scared them off. Okay, they're gone. Alright, what was I saying? Memoirs of a Geisha, okay. So yeah, I like movies that kind of show you a person's whole life. This movie kind of goes from the time that the main character is a child, through the things that happen to her, the good and the bad. And I like movies like this because, I don't know, I guess you get to really know a character, and that means everything you watch, you can kind of understand the decisions they make and the things that they're feeling. You can be right there with them, and honestly, this movie is so beautiful to watch because of the scenery and the music. It's just... it's like watching art. Oh, it's a busy street today. Okay. So set in a mysterious and exotic world which still casts a potent spell today, the story begins in the years before World War II, when a Japanese child is torn from her penniless family to work as a servant in a geisha house. Despite a treacherous rival who nearly breaks her spirit, the girl blossoms into the legendary geisha Sayuri. Yeah. So, that is that one. So Amelie, I don't even know how to describe this movie again. It's one of those ones that you can watch again and again and again because every screenshot's really artistic and beautiful. And this one also follows a character throughout her life, but in a somewhat different way. This is kind of, I don't know, it's just a really magical movie. So the third movie is The Misfits. So this has Montgomery Clift, Marilyn Monroe and Clark Gable in it. Why I'd recommend this movie, I didn't even know if I really would, but it happens to be one of my favourite movies. And I think it is just such a really, really good movie. The characters, I don't know, I can really identify with the characters, I think. It's a very raw, realistic portrayal of human beings and their layers. It's, I don't know, I don't know, it makes me really feel something, I guess. I think it's a really good movie and really well written. And I'd recommend it because it means something to me. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Number 5. Which movie character has the best fashion sense? I mean, I really, really have no idea with this one. Always liked Arwen from Lord of the Rings, dresses and her cloaks and jewellery and everything. Obviously not something I'd wear down the street, but it's just something that I always remember thinking how beautiful, you know, she looked. Okay, number 6. Which movie has inspired you the most? So, I'm actually going to choose a movie I've already said again, but it has to be Life is Beautiful. And, I guess it's inspiring to me because, I have the tendency to, separate myself from other people and push them away, especially people I care about. And I guess the movie is like a reminder to not do that, to really fight against doing that, because you never know how long you can have people in your life for. And yeah, just to fight against doing that. So, number 7. Which movie represents the life you would like to live? Okay, so first of all, in a career sense, I would go with Gorillas in the Mist, the story of Dian Fossey. So this is a woman who's working in Rwanda to save the mountain gorillas, I guess, or to study them, but she ends up saving them, and she's actually a real person, and if you know anything about her life, you'll know that things didn't end up too well for her, but she is a huge hero of mine, and if I could have any job in the world, it would be doing something to protect animals, gorillas, try and make a difference for them. So that would be the movie I'd most like to live, even though, again, it didn't end well. But the other movie I'm going to say is this movie here, called Babe. So this movie is about a little pig, and I recommend watching it. I think it actually should have been one of my recommended movies. It is, it's the best movie actually. It's funny and sad and beautiful and cute. And I don't think it's just for kids either. It's just a really, really cool movie. But the reason why I'd like to live it, just to live on a farm with all those animals. I used to live on a farm. We had a lot of animals. We even had deer. And but that was a long time ago now. And eventually, at some point in my life, I'd love to live out in the country again and be surrounded by wildlife and animals and all of these little critters in the movie. Third movie I want to mention is Gone with the Wind, and so this movie is an epic of, again, someone's life and all of the things that they've had to go through. Main character Scarlett, she has to go through a lot. And it's not that I want those things to happen in my life, I certainly don't, but just that, you know, I want to be strong enough to get through everything that happens in my life like she did, and to kind of be able to say tomorrow's another day and keep fighting. So yeah, that movie and that character. Okay, number 8, movie I can watch over and over again. So that's Babe, and pretty much any of the movies that I've mentioned. Anything that's kind of, you know, beautiful to watch, has beautiful music in it and scenery and everything, is going to be something I want to watch again and again. 9. Where do I typically buy my movies? I don't know really. I quite often rent them, but probably the Warehouse. I don't even know if the Warehouse exists in other countries, but it's a one of those huge stores, and they sell everything, and it's just like a gigantic shed upon shed upon shed full of stuff, and they often have these big crates full of movies for $10, $6. Not in alphabetical order or organised in any way, and you just kind of have to sift through, and then when you see a movie that you love, it's like, yeah, I found it, so you buy it, and it's a very tricky system. Okay, 10. Lead character that you could have a relationship, who would it be? No one really. Unless, yeah, no one really, to be honest. I can go with Ewan from Moulin Rouge. Yeah, well, not Ewan McGregor, he's an actor. What's his name in this? Let's just check. Christian from Moulin Rouge. Just because it's a favourite movie, and I guess a relationship with him. He just loves her so much. Yeah. But, I mean, no one really. And then finally, that was the last question, but finally I just want to say another favourite movie that didn't really come up is Drive. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. It can be a bit violent, but it's a really good movie, and I like the music, and again the camera angles and everything's just done really, really well, and it's a cool movie. Sorry this video has taken such a long time. I just started a new job and it has taken over my life a little bit. But I'm going to try and film more, at least one a week at minimum. I really need to try a little harder to do that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching once again. I hope that it was okay. See you later.